Yes, good morning, everybody. I hope everybody would be safe at their home. Lockdown 3.0 has imposed and it will be remain at 17th May. We don't know whether lockdown will be extended post 17 May or not, but we can utilize this time to learn something. We can utilize this time into the productive time. So in order to that, I just come up with the idea which definitely if you follow, so you can build your wealth, you can make your time productive. That's what I want to say. Today I'm going to tell you what are the characteristics characteristic of that person who become healthy day after day, and what are the characteristics which fall you back in the financial terms by day to day. I'm going to talk about the, are you saver or spender? That means you have the habit of saving or you do not have the habit of saving. If you do not have the habit of saving, that means you are a spender. To be very precise, spender means you did not think before buy something. Let's discuss about whether we are in in the saver category or in the spender category. So I'm sure that many of us would not be able to tell that whether we are under the saver category or spender category, because many of us would not know that how much amount, how much the percentage we are saving. If we don't know how much we are saving, and if we don't know how much we are spending, so then how we can say that I'm under the saver category or I'm under the spender category? It is very important. If you don't know whether I'm saver, whether I'm spender, then how you could say that yes, I'm under the saver category, I'm under the spender category? So to understand that, I'll tell you some basic characteristics of the saver and spender that definitely going to help you to identify how you can judge yourself whether you are under the saver category or you are under spender category. So there is three basic characteristics of the saver category, and these are very important. Definitely, if you search somewhere else, you will find more, but these are the three basic category of the saver, which I'm going to tell you. And if you work on these three aspects, definitely you would understand whether you are the saver or spender. So the first characteristic of the saver is whatever the amount saver gets, whether it is in terms of salary, whether it is in terms of business, that person save first, and then whatever the remaining amount remain in their hands, that person manage their entire month with that remain amount. Yes, save first and remain to be expend. The second things, monitor your expenses, means whatever the expenses you are doing on daily basis, that should be monitored, that should be recorded somewhere, so that post expenses you can review, you can analyze where I'm spending more. And third things which is very important, after analyze, if you find there is a probability to cut down my expenses, there is some expenses which need not to expense more, whether we can manage with the less expenses, so identify it and cut down your expenses. This is the third characteristics of the saver. If you follow these three characteristics, definitely you will become into the saver category. And the most important question is how much we have to save. So I would like to answer up this question, because I research different sites, and I research different the books, and I found that if we are saving 40% of our income, if we are saving around 30 to 40% of our income, so definitely we would fall into the saver category. Means if you earn 100 rupee and if you are saving 30 to 40 rupee, then you are under the saver category, and definitely at the end of the day you would save a lot for your future. Now let's discuss about the spender. So whatever the three major characteristics I have told about the saver, an spender did not follow these three. So if you follow these three, you would comes under the saver category. If you not follow these three, you would follow under the spender category. Means spender, and you can find out the person who is not thinking about their expenses, the person who is end up the day without the money, that person comes under the spender. There is no need to define the spender category. The three things which is very important I have told you, if you follow these three things you will be under the saver, and the person who is not follow these three, that person will comes under the spender category. Now the next question would be how we can calculate. So as I told you, how much amount you are getting in the beginning of month or any point of time in the month, whatever the amount you want to save, that amount you have to remove from your income. Yes, and remaining amount you have to manage your entire month or until your next income reach to you. This is very difficult, and this is the broad level exercise we have to do. Then we have to identify that where I have to spend and where I have not to spend. So in order to that, we have to identify what are our monthly expenses. So take your pen and paper and write down your major expenses and find out how we can cut down the expenses. Definitely if you follow these three things and if you follow these practice, you are monitoring, you are recording your expenses, and later on you are cut down your expenses, definitely you would be very happy. And at end of the day, end of the year, and the end of the your life, you would able to save a lot of money, which gives you the pleasure, happiness, joy, whatever you want in your life. Please follow the good habits, follow the big habits of the saver, and become a saver. Spender is always under the pressure. Spender always exhausted with the money. So do not try to become a spender, become a saver. I'm Sanjay Kumar signing out until we meet again.